Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We are back with our 7th episode, is it? Number 7? No, number 8. It's our 8th episode of the Transfer League. This time we're taking over Fulham. This is the first episode we're having with one of the newly promoted teams. So it'd be interesting to see how well I can do with them. Maybe I can get them up the leagues where the rest of the teams have been so far. If you haven't seen the other 7 episodes, please go and check them out, and I'll explain what we're doing in this one. Basically, what happens is we put all the players up for sale, and we sell them all basically, and whoever a player goes to is a team that we're allowed to sign a player from. We have to sign a player from that team. So it's basically kind of like a swapping sort of deal, but one player goes in and one player comes out each time. So that's it basically, and we're trying to get the least points at the end. Sorry, it's the golf rules, and there's different ways of losing points, which I'll go through in a moment. But anyway guys, let's go straight into this with Fulham. Okay, so this is how you score points. Your league position is your start number. You get a certain number of points, -3 for winning a cup, -2 for getting to a cup final, -1 for getting to a cup semi-final. And then if you win the European Cup, you get -5. If you get to the final, you get -2. If you have a player in your team become top league goal scorer, you get -5. And then for every player in your team that you get above 15 goals, above 15 assists, or your goalkeeper gets above 15 clean sheets, you get an extra -1. And this is golf rules, so you're trying to get the lowest number possible. The team of Fulham is going to be quite an interesting one, I reckon, because a lot of their better players are players that are on loan at the club, so obviously they aren't going to be players that are going to leave. So basically I just need to fill in the little gaps that are left around the players and see if I can build quite a strong team out of the players we've got here, which I think we personally could, considering it's only 1 year. The loans aren't going to run out, so I should be able to use the players who are here on loan for as long as I need them, which would be very good. And so we got the first 3 sales going out of the club. We've got Tosin Adarabioyu going to Nimes Olympique in France. We've got Tom Kearney going to Lazio, which is quite a nice team for a team like Fulham to be able to sign a player from. And we've got Jean-Michel Seri going to Sheffield United. So obviously a team we know a little bit about. Let's see what sort of players we can get. Okay, and we've made the 3 signings that we needed. We've gone for John Egan from Sheffield United, 78 rated centre-back. Definitely going to be the star centre-back for us. We've gone for Kellyan Guessoum from Nimes Olympique. Basically didn't know any of their players, and he was one of the cheapest I could get. And then we went for Lucas Leiva, old man now, but should still be able to do a job for me. 84 rated, of course. That's CDM coming into the squad. Okay, so again I've missed out on a signing, and it's Rodak has left the club and Helder Costa came in as a swap deal for him. I think I got about 2-3 million as well. And I think that's pretty good from Leeds. Helder Costa's a good player, and obviously Rodak's going to go out and Helder Costa's coming in. So I've got 5 more sales happened here. We've got Maxime Lemarchand going to FC Nantes in France. We've got Michael Hector going to Nice in France. We've got Tete going to Werder Bremen in Germany. We've got Ivan Cavallero going to Lyon in France. And we've got Zambo Anguissa going to Aston Villa, obviously in England. So let's get some players from those teams. Okay, we've made our signings, and the first one we've got is Kasper Dolberg coming in from Nice. He's a very, very high potential player who I know can bang goals in, so I've spent quite a lot of money on him. 26 million this man cost me, but I think he's going to be worth it come end of the season. Then we signed Fabio, obviously ex-Manchester United defender, coming in to fill in our right back spot now Tete's gone. Then 2 unknowns, Oli Kauper from Werder Bremen and Yaya Samare coming in from Lyon. And then finally we got John McGinnon from Aston Villa. So they should be good additions to the squad, and let's see what happens next. Okay, so we're about to go into the first game of the season, but before we do that, we've got 2 sales gone through. Abubakar Kamara has gone to Montpellier, and Fabrizio has gone to Preston. So we've got to get 2 players in from them 2 clubs. Before we can get into the transfers though, we're going straight into the first game of the season against Everton. It'll be a good tester for this team. Hopefully we can see Dolberg getting on the score sheet. Hopefully not concede that many goals. I think we still might concede, but let's see how we do against a team like Everton. Oh my goodness, we get the victory. Lucas Leiva and Dolberg both getting on the score sheet. That's a great start to this. Okay, and we have managed to get the signings in before the second game of the season, and the signings are Florent Mollet coming in from Montpellier. Obviously very good player, this man, going to play in that cam role. And we've signed David Nugent from Preston, just as a bit of a legendary name that he is. We know he can do it in the Prem, or used to be able to anyway. Okay, then here we go, second game of the episode, and Mollet is in, and we're taking on Newcastle United. Let's see if we can get a victory against these. We do. It's a perfect start so far. 2 wins out of 2. Mitrovic getting the goal here off the bench. I'm quite surprised he's still with us actually. Okay, we've got 2 more sales going out. We've got Anthony Robinson going on his way to FC Nantes. Again, we've had a player in from them already, but time to find another one. And then we've got Joe Bryan leaving the club to join Olympique Lyonnais. Again, another team we've already signed a player from, but we're hopefully going to be able to get somebody to replace Bryan from them, because that is a position we definitely need to replace. Okay, so with both of our left backs in Anthony Robinson and Joe Bryan leaving the club, I needed to get one in, and I have got the one in from Lyon. We've signed Maxwell Cornet, 23 years of age, 74 rated. Think he could be very good for us. And then from Nantes, we've just signed a very cheap player, just because we didn't really want anybody personally. And then we're just trying to save some money in case any other big clubs come in for any of our players. And we're into the third game of the season against West Bromwich Albion, a team that's come up with us. We've so far undefeated, won every game so far. Let's see if we can carry on that winning streak as we take on West Brom. It ends as a 2-0 victory. We are just on an absolute roll with Fulham at the moment. Let's see if we can keep this going throughout the season. We could be ending up quite high up the table, sorry, this season. So going into the next game straight away here against Leeds United. So just had West Brom and beat them. Can we beat Leeds, the other promoted team, with us? Keep that winning streak. Oh, we can't. Cavetti scoring for them. Unlucky for us there to lose that winning streak. Okay, so deadline day is here, and Harrison Reed has gone to Valencia for 4.45 million, which was nice because I need a good player in, really. And I think Valencia is a team I can get a good player from. Okay, we've made the final signing of the deadline day, and it's Denis Cheryshev coming in from Valencia. He is a left mid. I'm hoping that Lookman can play right mid so we can put them out that way and he can get some game time. I think he could be quite good for me. Obviously not too high rated, but he should be good enough to do a job, I hope. And there we have it, guys. The transfer deadline day has closed for the first part of this episode. Let's go straight into the sim. Of course, what we've seen so far in this episode is Fulham have been playing very well. Very surprising start, even. Not many, only 1 loss actually, I think it was. So if they can keep that up through the season, I think we'll end up in a very good spot. Let's have a little look where we can get to, shall we? Okay, so we're slowly coming in towards January, and it's safe to say our form from the start of the episode has not carried on. I do feel that this is probably going to be the team that I'd struggle the most with, because I haven't seen many wins. Obviously there's a win at the top there against Tottenham, which is a very surprising one, to be honest, against a big team like Tottenham, but I don't know. I think we might be lower table for this one. I think we could even potentially be relegation zone sort of places. I hope we're higher, but I don't see it happening. I think this might be a team that I struggle with. I don't think this is going to be the same sort of level as everywhere else. We'll have to wait and see where we finish at this stage, and hopefully we can progress on and get better to try and push them up through the points a bit. Let's have a little look, shall we? Where are we come January? So at the midway stage of this episode, I am literally shocked. This is ridiculous. I can't believe that with all those losses I just saw, we're currently sat 11th in the table. There is no way that I thought we'd be above 15th, to be honest. I thought we'd be really fighting for relegation, but we're currently sat 11th. All the teams at the bottom are really struggling. Sheffield United on 7 points. The teams below us as well. There's a lot of teams below us really that do surprise me. But 11th is fantastic. If I could finish 11th, that's really, really good for this team, I think. So I think that's a brilliant, brilliant turnabouts if we can get that. But I don't know if we'll be able to keep it up towards the end of the season. We'll have to wait and see. And I'll let you know if any transfers happen during January. If not, I'll see you when it comes to deadline day. Okay, so I have one sale that's happened. It's Bobby De Cordova-Reid going to Nunez. So let's go sign ourselves a player from Nunez. So we signed our player from Nunez. They turned out to be an Argentinian side. We signed Elias Lopez, a 20-year-old right back from them. For not much money, so not a bad deal in my eyes. Okay, so heading into the final hour of deadline day now, and that's everything you've seen in the past minute is probably what's happened in this transfer window, which is not a lot. We've had Bobby Reid go, and I think that right back coming, I can't remember his name, but I mean at the moment to be sat 10th with this Fulham team on just 35 points out of 25 games, to be 10th is just incredible. It's got to be Dolberg. There's no other explanation to it. It's got to be Dolberg and Areola. I can't think why else they'd be there, because it's not anywhere near the sort of strength of the teams I've built elsewhere. If we finish top half of the table, I class this as a absolute astonishing episode. I think Fulham will just be the surprise of the season already. If they manage to stay in the top half, we'll have to see come end of the episode. Please let me know if you think they will finish in the top half. Do you think they'll get higher than 10th? Do you think they might drop off massively like I personally do? And honestly tell me in the comments who you think is going to be top goal scorer. I have a guess that it might be Dolberg, just because I think he might be the man who's putting all of this on his back, to be honest. So if you think somebody else, please let me know in the comments, and we'll start skipping through to the end of the season, and let's see how we end up. Okay, here we come towards the end of the season now. We have fallen off a bit, I think, but although that win against Southampton might prove helpful, might keep us near that 10th or 11th spot perhaps. I honestly don't know where this Fulham team's going to end up. They could be 10th, they could be 8th, they could be 15th, they could be in the relegation zone. The way I see it, I thought they were going to be low part of the table, but obviously at the halfway stage we were 11th, so that really shocked me, and it might shock me even more to see where we've ended up. But I hope you put down in the comments what you thought, because you're about to find out. We finished 10th. That is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We finished 10th with Fulham. We finished higher with Fulham than we have with 3 of our other teams that we've used so far. I don't understand it. As I say, this team, it has to be a mixture of Dolberg and Mole. It's got to be Areola just playing incredible. Egan, Lookman. It's just this team. I don't know how they've done it. So that is obviously a starting position of 10 points. So, did Dolberg get top goal scorer perhaps? No, he didn't. So, not the best. Oh, let me have a little look. I don't think we got any semi-finals or anything, but we'll have a little look in the cups. Change competition. So, this one, the final. Didn't get to the semi-final of the FA Cup. But the Carabao Cup, the final, no we didn't. Birmingham City did though, so that's quite an interesting one. And obviously we're not in any of the Europa Cups. So let's have a look. How many of our players got more than 15 goals? This could be the thing that sorts this out. Right, let's go like this. So there's already a few on 6 here, so they might have spread it around a bit. Mole, Dolberg on 18, so he's the only one on above 15, but that is a good amount. Mole is the top assister with just 7 though. Did Areola keep 15 clean sheets? No, he didn't. So it's just a -1 on that, which gives Fulham a final score of 9. That puts them in a relatively good spot, to be honest with you. So that's quite an interesting one. I thought this one was going to be quite a hard year, but obviously the signing of Dolberg has really helped us out there, putting us 10th in the table. That really did surprise me, but oh well, we move on. That's a good episode for Fulham. The next episode out is going to be Leeds, so please make sure you're here for that one, as we see where we can take that team as well. But for now, guys, that's it from me. Thank you very much. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.